For this video, we're going to be talking about use of the land, specifically around activity, and how we use the land in our settlements and how we plan for that and how we found a balance between all of our different uses. So residential, commercial, industrial, institutional, transportation, recreational, and open space are examples of the land uses that we have within a settlement. These percentages show sort of the typical distribution of how we divide up a settlement. So for example, residential has to do with homes and where people live. The trend in recent years has been residential homes are going up. So they're taking up less area on the land, they're getting taller. So we're having more high density buildings and even homes that are going up. Property is getting smaller, there are not that big of yards and things like that. So because we want to stay within this 40% land use. Commercial is where we sell goods and services. So if we think about a plaza, that is an example of a commercial use of the land, and that takes about 5%. Industrial, those are factories or industry plants where we build things, and industry is, and that's about 6%. Institutional are things like schools, hospitals, government buildings, community centers, arenas, things like that, and that's 10%. Transportation are highways, parking lots, train stations, railway lines, airports. So basically all those things that help us get from one place to another, and that's 32%. Recreational and open space, those are combined and they take about 7%. And those are things like playing fields, sports fields, cemeteries, large parks, golf courses. That's what's classified in that. Now, the difficulty is trying to find the balance between this, because if you have a little bit higher residential but you don't have good transportation, it's difficult to move around your settlement. If you put institutions like schools beside busy highways, that could be unsafe. How do you decide where your open space is going to be? Are you going to spread it throughout? Are you going to have it in one area? How is it going to be connected to your industrial areas? So there's a lot that has to come into play when we're thinking about how to use the land. And as settlements grow, or as settlements kind of grow into each other, this balance can become a bit tricky, because as it expands, this all needs to be duplicated as the settlement continues to grow.